Ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, yeah. And they said go, so I'ma do it too. They push me out, so I'ma do it too. Yeah, I'ma do it too. Ready or not,
Last episode, we announced a competition and all those people that entered will be signed into a draw. Whoever wins gets a signed copy of my book and a £20 Amazon voucher. Let's spin the wheel. Alright, so... Oh! Arthur! That was close between Luca and Arthur. So Arthur will get a signed copy of the book and a £20 voucher coming his way. Welcome back to episode 6 of Grassroots Uncovered. In this episode, we'll be heading to Whilton Mill for round 4 of the UK Kart Championship. But a few weeks ago, we headed to Donington Park to check out the British Superkarts in action.
We're here mainly for testing, so even though it's a race day, I sort of retired 6 years ago. So I started at 18 cadets, a bit like you were in cadets. And then we moved into 100 TKM, junior and senior. I then had to go in a 250 gearbox kart, enjoyed it, so we moved into 250, and then I started doing very well. So we won the British Championship in 2005, long circuit. I won the European Championship in Division 1, what was the CIK officiated one in 2007, 2009 and 2010. I then decided to take the move to help an engine supplier who I was driving for in Division 1 in mono-cylinder again. So I took a step back from Division 1 into 250 National. I then won the Monos Championship in the UK in 2015, the MSA British Championship, and then I went on to win the European Championship in mono-cylinder in 2016, and then pretty much retired in 2019. I would say I was getting a bit old for the sport, but it's nice to come back just to try and help someone with their engines and move the sport forward, hopefully for the future. So we've been making promising steps throughout the weekend. So we've shaved off about 7-8 seconds off of the lap times, so we're on the right track, and we're just going to try and get that final little push now for the last race. We're probably about 20 horsepower down onto what it should be, so, and we know that, so we're not expecting miracles, but we certainly would like a top 10 finish would be ideal.
And I'm getting a bit confused because there's different classes out there, and how do you tell the difference between every single one?
So we've got Division 1 class, what is the yellow plates. They're 250 twin cylinder karts. They're the pinnacle of the sport really. They're the fastest. They're the ones who hold most of the lap records at all the tracks. Then you've got 250 National, what I'm doing today. They're mono cylinders. So single cylinder. Used to be an old motocross bike engine, and then they put them in a kart. And then you got 125s, blue number plates, and they're predominantly KZ engines. And it's a good entry level for people coming into sport. 125s. The budget's low. They can race short circuit and long circuit, so it gives them a bit of a feel. And it's a good stepping process for people who want to go into cars essentially but can't quite afford car racing. You could step into a kart and race on long circuits such as Donington and Silverstone and get the track time rather than paying car prices to go car racing.
Okay, so we're here with the owner of THR. Can you remind us of your name?
My name's Kevin Busby.
How do you think Gavin's doing today?
Gavin's not too bad. Obviously, we've had a few little woes and bits and pieces going on, but generally, Gavin's a pretty good driver, and he's getting the thing back to us, which is good.
How fast do these karts go?
Well, a lot of people will tell you all sorts of things, but generally, A twin, it'd be about 150, 155 miles an hour top speed, but it's the acceleration and the corner speed you need to look at.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
And the winner of the 250 miles, Kurt Cattermole.
Adam Sheriff, Simon Goonhill on the club bike, Abigail Marshall, Ian Davis, Paul Poland, Darren
How did you think that race went?
Well, we ended up winning it, so better than I expected. We had the engine issues all day, but we managed to bring it home. Few little gremlins in that race. Safety car didn't really play in my favour, even though it allowed the twins to catch me back up, and when they was overtaking me I thought they were dragging my class with them, so I kept on looking behind me, and that's one thing you should never do, is look behind you too much, because sometimes it will cost you. But apart from that, yeah, I'm ready for home. I'm ready for a beer. So apart from that, yeah, it's been a good weekend, and yeah, that's about it, really.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And the winner is 12th Superkart Grand Prix title, most successful Superkart driver at Grand Prix level, Liam Morley. Okay.
You were either quicker than he thought, perhaps. Kev's doing Kev stuff, and as mentioned earlier, it won't be long, according to Kev and Kev's record, won't be long before he has wrecked really.
How did that win feel like?
Yeah, good, you know, with 3 wins from 3 races, so yeah, good weekend. Struggled a bit, but you know, come out on top.
Are you happy with the result?
Yeah, very. You know, I went in thinking I'd be happy with a second, especially with how quick Ross had been. But yeah, to come away with the wins, a lot better.
Let's get an onboard lap with Sam Moss driving a 250 twin around Donington Park on the day I went to watch. I have driven Donington Park on the simulator a lot, and the speed that these karts can drive around here is impressive. To find out more about the superkarts, head to www.superkartsuk.com for all you need to know about superkarts in one place. The website will explain how to get into superkarts and how you can go racing in these very quick karts. If you look at the history of British GP winners, as well as Gavin Bennett that I interviewed, you'll also spot someone well known in the Honda Cadet paddock, our very own Tim Parrott.
So I've just only got here a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
How is the morning gone? I gather it hasn't been great.
Really bad.
What's happened?
So, right, I'm just going to run through the failures, the amount of failures we had. Get a tally out, okay? I want a number of failures up in this top screen, okay? So every single time I say something, put a tally up there. 1 axle bent first session, and then the brake disc failed. Second session, another axle bent, brake disc failure again. Then, so we're at full right now. Third session, fuel cap comes off, and the pistol for the brakes have failed. Personal best, 53.1. Quite like, that's not that.
Everyone questions my ability to be a kart mechanic. No one questions Chris, and he's had mechanical this morning.
Consistent. 2 laps, 3 laps. 3 laps within 2 thousandths of each other.
I've got one. Say it again.
3 laps within 2 thousandths of each other.
Very good. Yeah. Consistency is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, mate. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
Oh.
I remember watching him when we first started watching TKL.
Oh, yeah.
Or TKZ or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Chase actually even started it.
Yeah.
How's he getting on?
Yeah, good.
Is this his last year in cadet now?
Yeah, last year Honda Cadet.
Yeah.
Did you do any of the electrics then?
We did. He did. He did a bit of Bambino
Yeah.
when he was like 4, and that was when he first saw Deno.
Yeah.
And then he outgrew the Bambino by the time he was 6. He couldn't fit in one, so we had to put him in like a 160 and take him around places. And then they let him use the electric and do their little regional championship.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is our first year doing
Hondas
proper, like doing proper cadets. We did Mighty E cadet at Super One bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So-
That's good to get him in Honda.
Yeah,
It's
he's
the,
lovely.
I reckon it's the best class.
Yeah.
So-
But the thing is, I keep saying to him, he's only 8. Well, he's 9 now, but that means he's got like 4 more years. And he's already on the back of the front pack, so when this sort of move up, he'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck to you again.
How's the axle? Because the axle got a good bend yesterday, but it didn't seem to make much difference.
You know, I can't really tell, to be fair. I actually quite like it, so I don't want Dad to change anything.
Yeah.
Like, that's the axle.
I mean, it's turning really smoothly.
Yeah. The axle's better bent. Axle's better bent, to be fair.
It's better, but yeah, it could be. Could be. What's your goal for today?
Deno's very used to following. He's not so used to running in the front with someone that close behind. So it's quite good practice for Deno.
My fastest lap, I had traffic.
Sorry?
On the last lap, which is my fastest lap, I had traffic.
Okay. Arch is flying. 53.1. 53.4. Come in though, because that's slower than we were in the last one. So, oh, someone's just gone off. 53.3 again, you know. He's third at the moment. Bradley's just gone second. He was on a quick lap on your last lap, and obviously you caught the kid in the boot. I think you would have gone on pole. Oh. This is your last lap, so you are 5/100ths of a second, which puts you on pole there. You were 1.5 tenths up at Christmas. You then were slower through that section. You were 1/10 up going into Ashby. 1.5 up going into the first left-hander. You dropped, you didn't take that second left.
I didn't.
So you dropped back to the same speed as your fastest lap. You were ahead going into the boot. And then in the boot you lost 0.7 tenths.
Can you get out of the way, please? It's about the football now, not karting.
Wait. I was 1.5 tenths up on the, 1.5 tenths up on the last lap, but then like I got like kind of like defended by back marker. So if I didn't like get defended by, then probably would have been pole.
So you were second.
Yeah.
And how far behind pole were you?
500ths.
Thousands.
5,000ths.
Yes. 5,000 to a second. That's like nothing.
It was?
Okay, drivers. Talk about your quali.
Yeah, so my quali was alright. I finished 5th. So basically at the start, we had to scrub our new tyres in because we had new tyres for quali. Then on the first lap, me and Deno started working together, got through some traffic, and then we had clean air through the whole thing, which put him in P2 and me in P5, so yeah, pretty good quali overall.
I came 8th. The tyres came in quite quickly. I had no toe, and we pretty enjoyed it. Had to get through a couple of back markers, but other than that, it's quite good.
Dad, if it's quicker than yesterday...
It's not quicker, it's a second slower.
Dad, how do you know?
Because I've just watched the Bambino times compared to yesterday's.
No.
So I just go out, mate, and just drive. You showed yesterday, you were in the front and you were doing the fastest times.
You've got to tell me if I'm going slower or faster.
You'll be going slower.
You've over the line, if no one's beating a time, I want you to go like that, over the fence.
Oh right, okay. What, to say that no one's faster?
Yeah. Dad, over that fence there.
Yeah.
Hang over it.
I normally go down by Oblivion. Or was that too quick to do that? Got me up here?
Yeah, it goes there.
Oh, I'll just go here.
Going like this so I can see.
Okay.
If it's slower, I'll go like that, and I'm dropping that.
Deno's on a 53.9. Yeah, we're nowhere near where we were yesterday, although Archer's getting close to it. Archer's following this route, so...
He's not far off.
No, exactly. Deno's well off it, so he's out in free air on his own.
Yeah. Yeah, and it means a lot here.
That was his fastest, but still quite slow. But doesn't change anything from yesterday. Don't think. Nobody else is, no.
They need to beat a 53.0 for either of them, so that's not going to happen.
That's good. Good luck. Sorry? No. Archie was a 10th off it. You were 4/10 away. You were 4th with no toe. But I think you probably would have done it on that last lap. You had a little slide coming into the boot, didn't you? Bradley came second. Ollie Knox, then you. But doesn't change yesterday's position.
And Honda Cadets always run well here at Whilton Mill, always produces good racing this circuit, well, across all the classes, but particularly in the Honda Cadets. Hopefully, this is going to be another exciting one. Can anyone challenge Archie Loveridge? He's always a formidable force in Honda Cadet, is Archie Loveridge. I think perfectly proven by the fact that he's rocking that UK plate from earlier on in the season. And a number of drivers throughout the grid to watch out for this one. We'll go through them in a moment's time. But now, flag drops and we go racing here in Honda Cadets. Off the line we go, and Loveridge takes the inside line. Deno Rowlands looking to go side by side down through Oblivion, and they will still be side by side as they get to the exit. And Deno Rowlands, I think, has the better exit. And Loveridge is able to remain firm at the sharp end. And on to lap number 3 we go. These two sticking absolutely nose to tail. They're starting to try and drop Shelton now. Saunders then in 4th place. He's got past Nathan Gretsch on the first lap of the race. And Gretsch has now been passed by Bradley Sutton as well. Well, Deno Rowlands remaining glued to the rear bumper of Archie Loveridge for the moment. They head down through lap number 4 of this race. Just over 3 minutes left to go in this race. Is he trying to set something up here, Deno Rowlands? He looked as though he had a nice exit there. Down through into Ashby. I think probably a bit too early to really lock horns and go into battle between these two. There's a bit of time between themselves and 3rd place, just over 2 seconds. Still not really enough though. Side-by-side battling action at Honda Cadet to lose quite a bit of time. They lose that slipstream effect. Just as we saw in the Comas in all the 3 Bambino classes, to be fair, all about carrying the speed. Same here in Honda Cadets.
This is the plan, is just Archie go, Deno push.
Yep.
Push them both along. And we'll see how we're doing.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know, always get nervous.
And then what? Take him on the last lap?
It's a heat, so I don't know whether Deno will do that anyway.
I agree.
Just over a minute now left to go in the race. Those top two have absolutely checked out now in this one. Loveridge and Rowlands are off and clear by nearly 4 seconds now as we head on to what will be, I was going to say the penultimate. This is going to be mighty close. They're doing 53-second lap times here as they cross the timing beam. Oh, it's going to be under 53, just. It's going to be 50 seconds as they cross the line. So on to the penultimate lap of the race we go then. Easier said than done, but these two have talent on talent for these two, Loveridge and Rowlands. Let's see if Deno can find a way through here to head through to the final lap. Through into the boot they go for the penultimate time in this race. Battle for 3rd, still absolutely pressing on as well. Saunders trying to now fend off the likes of Shelton, Sutton and Knox. On the last lap to go then. I think that was Rowlands pointing forward to Loveridge, but no need for that, Deno. It's on to the last lap of the race. You've got a nice bit of a gap at the sharp end. I think Archie is fair enough to think about defending here. He's did it in a sense every lap so far in this race. And there's exactly why. Good exit there from Deno Rowlands. Can he make use of it though? Down into Ashby. Looks right, looks left does Loveridge. Covers it off nicely down to Ashby. Nice exit. Will Rowlands thinking about the inside line? Not this time. Through Wilkins we go and into Osiers for the last time. Covering the inside line is Loveridge once again. Is this exit off of Osiers and down into the boot, which will be crucial. And Loveridge has done enough. Covers the inside, holds to the middle of the circuit. It'll be Rowlands looking to the inside line, but not able to get it. Loveridge has driven perfectly through that final lap, as he has done for the entirety of the rest of the race. It goes to Archie Loveridge, and Deno Rowlands does the Macarena across the line. Well, there you go. Nice little celebration down to Deno Rowlands.
I imagine they'll check some, won't they?
There's a right thing by parking there, boys. I've asked him if he can go. What's the no parking in the way?
He might want us in here. He might want us in here though. Oh, he doesn't?
He can go. That's why I said he's done the right thing by parking here.
I'll do it back, mate. You alright?
On a Deno. Very clean. Go. Go.
Yeah.
Except for that, weren't you?
Good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Happy with that. Happy with that. Getting warmer. Fair play, these boys are rapid. Yeah.
Can you check the car? Because I read something like rattling.
Well done.
Thank you.
Rattling.
Yeah, and I read under a rock.
Yeah, okay, I'll have a look. Part was alright though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was it front or back? Under.
It might have just been... Ah, that's what it is. He's gone buy some of those.
What is it, Chris?
That came down, that was probably touching.
That's what ran was.
Yeah. Right, I need to go and buy some of those.
I'll try and get on the back of you and push you up.
24 drivers once again lining up for this second heat of the day for Honda Cadets. It's Loveridge from Rowland, Shelton, Knox, Sutton, Rutter, Somerset, Saunders, Bailey, Wright, your top 10. But off we go then. Heat number 2 for Honda Cadets kicks off now, and Loveridge are ready. Now we'll get it right this time on the blue kart. Already cuts across to take the race lead. Rowland's into second then. Going with them in third though. That is a nice start there. And that's not Phoebe Shelton. She's in fourth. Who is that squabbling for the top 3? I think it might be Ollie Knox. It is Ollie Knox getting stuck in. And Ollie Knox looking up the inside. He's up on 2 wheels through Ashby. My goodness.
Hopefully he's calmer than me and just settles down. Stop looking back, forwards.
And they head through to the exit. Has it all reshuffled? I think it has, yes. Phoebe's through, and Ollie is dropping back into the pack now as there's a bit more scuffling there. Up through the final couple of corners. And here they go then down onto lap number 2 then. So the first time then, very much unlike in heat number 1, Loveridge already building a bit of a gap. Rowland's there in second as they press on through to lap number 2. It's like I was saying then, Loveridge, very impressive this. We saw Rowland's kept on his rear bumper for all of the first heat. Loveridge was never given any room to breathe. Well, in this one, a very different start to the race. And we see the Project 1 driver actually closer to Phoebe Shelton in third than he is to Archie Loveridge in the lead of the race at the moment. So will we now see that slipstream effect help for Shelton to keep onto the back of Rowland's, brings Knox and Sutton with her as well, and maybe Deno Rowlands will get sucked into this battle for second instead of trying to catch back up to Archie Loveridge in the lead. But we'll see. Topsy-turvy right now in terms of the fastest in the group. The fastest at the back, and then one step forward, one driver forward gets faster and faster, gets slower and slower and slower, sorry. So they should all be closing up now. Just as I say that, Deno Rowlands goes, John, I'm going to destroy that point you've just made by putting in the fastest lap of the race. 53.397. But Deno Rowlands goes quicker than any of the drivers around him, and now he again wants to lead the charge to Archie Loveridge.
Deno fastest out there.
Not something you often say in commentary, that someone beat an Archie Loveridge in a Honda Cadet, but you never know. You never know. Well, Loveridge's gap, we saw it get up to the lofty heights of about 8 or 9 tenths of a second. It was down to 3 tenths at the start of this lap. And look at that, Rowlands has broken clear of Shelton, Knox and Sutton, despite Shelton setting that fast lap a couple of laps ago. Once again, the pendulum swings back the way of the top 2, and they've broken free. A quarter of a second now separating Loveridge and Rowlands, with a minute and a half left to go in this second heat of the day. And that is closer. That is closer than a quarter of a second. That's nose to tail between your 2 leaders. Come on then, Deno, let's see a move. Deno down into Ashby we go. It says a move behind. Move for third place. Knox is through. That was nice on the brakes there from Ollie Knox. Gets the move done on Phoebe Shelton. And really, all that's going to mean, though, is that those three lose a bit of time to your race leaders. And it's going to be crucial for the likes of Knox, Shelton and Sutton. This battle between Loveridge and Rowlands will be crucial. If it plays out just like it did in heat number 1 and Rowlands sits behind Loveridge, no chance of them catching up. Absolutely none. 1,128 metres here for Loveridge to hold on. Very different race to race number 1. But looking at the camera shot now, you wouldn't think it. It looks identical to how it was in race number 1 now, but Deno Rowlands has had to prove his pace throughout this one. He's done a stellar job, and he's just popped in the fastest lap of the race on the last lap, 53.127. Just sadly for him, Loveridge nearly matching the pace on the last lap, only half a tenth slower. But this is it for Rowlands. He's going to go for it. He opens up the inside line. Lovely red from Deno Rowlands, and he's through down at Ashby. Loveridge checks over the shoulder. He can tell right the next group, they're too far behind. This is a straight battle between us two, and he's got the inside line. Loveridge has got it. Great racing.
Got back through again. Didn't defend it.
Well, that lead for Deno Rowlands lasted all of 2 corners. And so for the rest of the race, and now through the final couple of corners, Loveridge has got it. Through into the last turn we go, through pit bend, and Loveridge again had to work for it, had to battle back through there on Deno Rowlands, which he did fantastically well. Archie Loveridge, 2 wins from 2 here so far today at round number 4 of the UK Kart Series in the Honda Cadet 200 class. Deno Rowlands, 2 races in a row then that he's had to settle for 2nd place. Of course, he would have been hoping for the win, but still impressive and still a really good haul of points as well for Deno Rowlands in terms of the championship. But again, he showed in that one he could make the move with Archie Loveridge. Loveridge just got the better of him there with the re-overtake, really nicely set up. Deno tried to cover it off there, but it was just a little bit too late. Archie had already got the overlap, and at that point, he warranted room at the corner, which Deno Rowlands gave him, to be fair. It was lovely racing between those two. I look forward to seeing more of that in the final heat, and of course, the final at the end of the day.
Off, engine off. Sorry, I'll push you on. Stay in. No, emulsion tube out.
Chris, talk me through it, will you?
So 10 mil, take that off.
Yeah, then a screwdriver.
Flat screwdriver. Undo the emulsion tube and then hold your hand out because it'll all fall out. Oh, like that. Got some more. I'll come and do it now, man. Come on, mate. Let's have a...
Cousin. And 1, 2, 3, isn't it? We haven't finished the day yet. We won't. By the,
We're going to come last, don't we?
No, by the end of the day, we'll be going to fucking fight each other.
Small side. Small side up. Yeah. Put the roll back on.
All good.
Make sure your O-ring hasn't.
Yeah, I've got it. The O-ring's there in it. That one.
Yeah. No, the one underneath.
Oh. Oh, there's one under there as well.
Yeah, make sure that pin doesn't fall out. When I slip these two in, you go up from underneath that. Sorry to get it located, if you push it, and then I'll do it. Yeah, it's done. Yeah. Make sure your O-ring's there.
Really interesting between Deno and Archie so far today. Archie getting the upper hand on both occasions, though. As we look at the championship, it is Archie Loveridge leading the championship as well, ahead of Oscar Somerset and Deno Rowlands, third in the championship. Comes in today 34 points behind Loveridge, and sadly for him, he's been second to Loveridge in both races so far, so it would be more points lost in terms of the championship so far for him, but he might jump Oscar Somerset after this. We'll wait and see. Off we go then for heat number 3 in Honda Cadets, side by side for the lead, but as we get into the first couple of corners, it is Archie Loveridge who gets the jump, gets the chop across and gets the lead. The two leaders absolutely white lining it, doing their best to get as much time out of this Whilton Mill circuit and continue to extend that gap at the sharp end. They want to get far and away ahead of Knox, Bailey and Sutton before they ever start to do battle. But will it be too little too late? That's what we found out in the previous races. Rowlands working together with Loveridge really well to open up that gap at the sharp end, but then just not quite having the pace to get a move done. So let's see, will it maybe be the better option for Rowlands to go for it early and try and lead, as there's Bailey up the inside, aggressive up at Christmas corner. Joshua Bailey's through into third, and through follows, no, off onto the grass. Off onto the grass goes Bradley Sutton. 1 minute and 20 now on the clock, 50-second or so lap times. So this will be the third to last lap of the race, if my maths is any good, which it isn't, but I think I am right on this occasion. Still Loveridge and Rowlands absolutely nose to tail here. But still, as I said, in the previous heats, Rowlands has made no attempt to go for a move at all. It's not as though Loveridge has been covering them off really well. Rowlands has not been trying to overtake. They've been working together very nicely. But, as we saw in Heat 1 and Heat 2, when it gets to that pressure point end of the race, Loveridge is able to keep Rowlands at bay. Might see that repeat again here. However, time ticking down. They might be saved by the bell here, as that is a big check over the shoulder for Deno Rowlands. Surely Deno knows now. We've got ages back to the battle for third. I've got to go for this. Lick the stamp and send it, Deno. Let's see how he goes. Last couple of laps. Time is ticking to 0. It will be the final lap next time, ladies and gentlemen. But we've got to keep our eye on this one. Loveridge defends. Loveridge defends up into Christmas corner as expected. Looking for the up and under potentially is Deno Rowlands. He can't pull alongside. Yes, he can. Ignore me. He can. He's got the inside line and Rowlands has the lead. Brilliant there from Deno Rowlands. And finally, at the final time of asking, he grabs the lead off Archie Loveridge. But will Loveridge have a reply? Shelton's into third. Great battling between those three. Shelton's into third. Now Knox and Bailey are squabbling over fourth as well. But as we go down to the last couple of corners, who's it going to be? Loveridge or Rowlands? Rowlands holds the inside line. Loveridge tries to get the inside, but he can't. Rowlands beautifully defends the position, but he fights back through anyway. They're side by side, almost into the last corner. Phoebe Shelton's off in the background from third place, but it will be Deno Rowlands who wins in heat number 3. He gets it done, and finally means that Archie Loveridge doesn't win a race in Honda Cadets, and it isn't going to be 3 from 3, sadly for Archie. Deno Rowlands gets the win in heat number 3. Very well done from Deno, and I'm sure you're very excited about that in the chat, Arturo. Yes, you've said like 4 different chats in all caps, so I think you're quite excited about that one. Deno gets the win. Very well done to him out on track. And this time, Loveridge has to sell off a second, but a first, and a second for Archie will surely mean that he takes pole position in the final. Let's see if Deno can replicate that over a 10-minute final later on this afternoon.
Oh, another great race, wasn't it?
Yeah, this corner here, they both keep different, they were going.
Yeah, Captain P. Well done, mate. Well done, Art. 53.07. Theoretical 52.87.
It's going to 52s there.
Yeah.
We started second, right, and for the whole race we built, how big of a gap did we build, Dad?
Sorry?
How big of a gap did we build? 5 seconds?
Oh, I don't know.
3.5 seconds.
3.5 seconds of a gap to third place, which was Joshua Bailey, I'd like to say. And on the last lap, Archie defended up to Christmas, but I went wider to try and get the switch back through to Inksman, which is the corner that leads up to Ashby. I fully sent it over the curb for Inksman to get the place, and I defended through the left-hander and boot, and he nearly got me back going through the boot, but I held it tight and won the heat 3.
Awesome.
Thank you. I did this over the line as well.
I got it. How did you feel, Chris?
Chuffed. Brilliant, because we all know Archie's class. He's had a lot of experience defending, racing at the front. So to see Deno's racecraft like that is quality. Quality. It's been on his bumper all weekend, and he learnt from the last session. He knows he can do it now. He got the belief. So we have a decent final.
Brad, where did you come?
I came 4th.
Did I see somebody knock you off in one of the earlier laps?
Oh, no, it was my fault.
Oh, you made a mistake?
Yeah. So I went over the grass, but I was in P7, then I climbed back to P4, so yeah.
Very good recovery.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Let's go out and enjoy your race. See how big a gap you can pull. Right, dude. Enjoy it, yeah?
Right then, Honda Cadets, here we go. It has been a battle between Loveridge and Rowlands throughout today, and I can only imagine this final is going to be more of the same. Well then, 10 minutes on the clock once again for this one, and the Honda Cadets, as I say, always produce good battling here around Whilton Mill. Let's hope for more of the same here in the final. But as we say, it really has been a two-horse race throughout today, hasn't it? Rowlands versus Loveridge. They've been in a league of their own. 2x2, we're off and racing here at Whilton Mill once again. Who gets the jump? It is Loveridge. Just about Loveridge. And off they go through the first lap of proceedings. They're made of tough stuff, these young Honda Cadet drivers. And they press on for 9 more minutes of this race. So after lap 1, then it's Loveridge and Rowlands from Bailey, Knox, Sutton, Saunders, Somerset, Rutter, Shelton, Kiyoka. Your top 10. I think David was under a bit of pressure there, heading up the back straight, side by side. No, sorry, that was just ahead. That was Shelton and Rutter going side by side. Phoebe trying to make a position back. Of course, Phoebe further down the grid than she would have hoped for this final, courtesy of that DNF. At the last corner, well, not quite, it was at the boot, but pretty much at the last corner in heat number 3, had battled so well and was definitely a contender for the top 3 here in the final, but she's got work to do here, and Archie Rutter is the first driver she's trying to find a way past. Here goes Knox and Bailey side by side. Knox is through. Knox has made the move stick up into the top 3. He goes, and Bailey's up and over the back and over. Over goes Bailey and flips. Oh, that's a big one for Joshua Bailey. I hope everyone avoids him. I really hope everyone avoids him. Slow down, please, drivers. Oh, that's a big one for Joshua Bailey. We're straight to red flag. Ollie Knox is straight over to help his friend. That was a big one. Don't have any information on Joshua Bailey either as well. We don't have any connection with race control down here in the comms box, so not sure of Joshua Bailey's well, I'm sure of his whereabouts because the ambulance is headed off the circuit now and they're parked up in their usual spot. I hope he is all okay. Now, I can't imagine we'd be getting this race quite so quickly back into order and going for a restart if Joshua Bailey needed to go to hospital urgently. So hopefully just a check over to make sure he's okay. Let's go back to racing then in Honda Cadets. The green flag is flying once more here at Whilton Mill, and off we go to racing action once again. And it is Loveridge from Rowlands at the sharp end of the order then as they all fan out up towards Christmas Corner once again. And we've got Bradley Sutton and Ollie Knox getting stuck in as well as losing positions is Loveridge. Loveridge has made a mistake up at Christmas Corner. He's dropping down the order like a stone. Down to 5th place goes Archie Loveridge, and that has just changed up this Honda Cadet final. Deno Rowlands moves to the front of the order. As that's a move back up the inside, Loveridge trying to force his way through at the boot. Bit of contact there with Alistair Saunders, I think that was, as he found his way back through into 4th place. I think Loveridge full focus back to these 3 ahead then, and amazing that Ollie Knox, involved in that incident with Joshua Bailey, is back in the race. Not only that, he's back in a podium position. Sadly for him, though, he now finds the UK plate champion from earlier in the season, Archie Loveridge, all over his rear bumper, and Archie Loveridge potentially looking up the inside into Osiers. Can't quite get the move done down there. But look at that, they are nose to tail. But Loveridge needs to get this done pretty swiftly. As look at that, it's all closing up through the boot. And again, Loveridge loves that move to the inside in the boot. And he did it from 5th to 4th on the last lap. He does it from 4th to 3rd on this lap. And on to lap number 6 of the race we go then. But he continues for the moment, following line astern with Bradley Sutton. And Deno Rowlands, as we say, Nice breakaway on this restart to 0.8 of a second, but is it enough? Loveridge is through. Up the inside goes Loveridge down at Osiers, and it's back to second place for Archie Loveridge. So I don't know what happened to him earlier in the race where he lost that time and those positions up through Boxing Day. But either way, it's only taken a couple of laps for him to get back into the top 2. Well, on to lap number 7 we go then, and once more it's Rowlands and Loveridge at the sharp end. And Archie Loveridge, whilst doing an overtake on Bradley Sutton, sets the fastest lap of the race so far, 53.4, against 0.3 back on Deno Rowlands on the last lap alone. And now he's only 0.6 off of the rear bumper of your race leader. And Rowlands now under a lot of pressure. Loveridge onto the rear bumper and Sutton very much with him as well. It's now Loveridge's turn to retake the fastest lap of the race. Look at the run he's got down through Oblivion and Crook. Surely it's got to be defence. No, it's not. It's not defence. He points him through. Rowlands has pointed Loveridge through there up at Christmas Corner. I don't know what the strategy is there for Deno Rowlands, but he didn't make that difficult at all. In fact, he made that very simple for Archie Loveridge. I'm not going crazy in my live chat. I saw a point there. Did you as well? There was a point through. I could have sworn there from Deno Rowlands. She said, yeah, go to the inside line. Maybe a case of, you're going to overtake me anyway. Let's make sure we don't lose time, or make sure I don't lose second to Bradley Sutton. I don't know. There's a minute left to go on the clock in the final, Deno. Let's get stuck in. Well, he's right there on the rear bumper of Archie Loveridge, and now he's the one with the work to do, as Archie Loveridge once again leads this race. It's taken him a good few laps to get back into the lead, but now he's done it. And even with that overtake, another fastest lap of the race for Archie Loveridge, 53.132, as they push each other up the back straight. I think the strat here is Deno's wanting to work with Archie still to make sure it's just them two battling for the win and not Bradley Sutton. But I think it might be a bit too late for that, to be honest, Deno. Hey, let's see. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong when you send a cheeky move on the last lap. But if Archie takes this win, I think that point where you pointed him through has got to be the nucleus of what was the causation of that final result. Well, for the moment, Rowlands very much keeping within touching distance of Loveridge, and to be fair to them, they are dropping Bradley Sutton by a couple of kart lengths now. Time is going to hit 0 just before they come across the line. Final lap begins in the Honda Cadet final. And that group behind us all closed up as well, but with Knox, Saunders, Shelton, Somerset and Rutter. Well, this is it then for Deno Rowlands. And doesn't Archie Loveridge know it? Covers the inside line. He'll look to get the switch back and carry the speed through to the exit. But will it be enough here for Deno Rowlands? Down to Ashby we go for the final time in this race. Covers the inside line again. Does Archie Loveridge, and now Bradley Sutton's back involved as well. This aggressive defence, but it's not enough for Archie Loveridge. Through goes Deno Rowlands. A little bit of slidey moment there through Ashby. Sees Rowlands retake the lead, but he's covered off the inside line. Aggressively, too aggressively. And back to the inside goes Archie Loveridge. Lovely exit through Osiers, and through goes Bradley Sutton as well. Back up and under will try Deno Rowlands, but he can't get the inside line. Loveridge retakes the lead at the crucial moment of this race. Round the final corner comes the UK plate to win in the final. Brilliant racing at the top in there with Honda Cadets. And a great re-attack there on the final lap from Deno Rowlands. I thought he was going to prove me wrong, but sadly, the re-attack there from Loveridge got the position back. It was that overly aggressive defence into Osiers there that lost Deno the race win there, sadly for Deno. He was too aggressive on the chopper cross to hold the inside line. That meant he inevitably ran wide out the corner with not a great bit of exit speed because he closed off that entrance so much, and that meant Loveridge could take the wide line, swoop for the cutback, get the run down the long back straight and get the position. And it was such a good run that even Bradley Sutton followed through as well. Good race from Bradley into second place. So your top three then are Honda Cadets, Archie Loveridge from Bradley Sutton and Deno Rowlands on track anyway, provisionally.
I'm left. Oh! Mate, come here. Dude, you should be so proud of yourself this weekend. You should be. That was a great drive. And we'll learn, all right? We'll learn. You did amazing. You did amazing.
I appreciate you guys obviously all getting your scrutiny down here, so I'm going to say the same thing to you guys as I said to them down there. All right, the way that you all brought yourselves to a stop, fantastic. You followed the instructions, you all waited patiently, you did the restart fantastic. I know that you guys are all at the front, it's competitive up there, but you all followed the instructions, you gave yourself nice clean fair racing. Thank you on behalf of the championship, alright? Josh Bailey has got a suspected broken collarbone, he is going to go to hospital, but he is okay in himself, he's fine, he's not in pain too much. Alright, but thank you for the way that you went about that. Thank you for following the instructions. Alright,
Hey.
well done. Well done.
And thank you.
You're alright, mate. Right. Have a good one, pal.
See ya.
Mate, you've driven well all weekend.
Well done.
Weekend.
Didn't they get first in the third heat?
Yeah, you
I
did.
was leading, but I got double lines.
Yeah.
So, for the final, me and Archie started first and second, and in 2 laps he pulled about 3 second gap, so it was looking quite good. Then the red flag got brought out, so we wanted to go stationary because Joshua Bailey flipped going through the boot section. Hopefully he was alright because people are saying, like the marshals are saying that he's got a suspected broken collarbone, so hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. But on the restart, we all had like a Battenberg restart, so we had to go in single file across the line. And the tyres are cold right now, so because we've been stationary for about 15 odd minutes, so the tyres are very cold. Archie goes wide through Chris's corner, and I barely just get it tightened up, and I accidentally tapped Archie with like rub wheels of Archie, and he went wide. So I started leading, but I was like frustrated at myself because I just like potted off Archie. But he made his way through and caught me back up, so I let him back by because I didn't want like any unfairness. So like he's supposed to be in the lead, I'll let him back in the lead. So we started working together. Bradley Sutton was behind us. We had about 5/10 gap to him. And the last lap, we went defensive through Christmas, and Bradley caught up about 3/10, so he was about 2/10 behind us. Then Archie went defensive into Ashby, and I got him back on the exit. Then I went too defensive. I went way too defensive for the double left-hander, and by the time Bradley's already caught back up to us because of how much we've been fighting. So on the exit, I got done by Archie and Bradley, and the race finished like that, so I came third.
Not a bad day, mate. Is there anything you want to say to Josh Bailey?
Hope you get a speedy recovery because I saw the incident on the TV, and it looked quite bad. So hopefully you get better. Well done to Archie and Bradley because we're all outside camping together, and we're all working together really, and it's a 1, 2, 3 for all of us. So well done to Archie and Bradley, and well done to Archie for the win.
Honda Cadets guys, third place, Deno Rowlands.
Deno!
Second, Bradley Sutton. And the winner, Archie Lovering.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy, go faster, ayy, go faster, ayy, go faster, ayy. I'ma wake up, go dumb. I'm pray to God like a nun. I'ma put that on my son. On go like 3, 2, 1. Don't smoke, I need my lungs. I stack and feed my funds. I'ma do this, have fun, ayy. I'm blasting, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy.